On today's micro episode, who is to blame? I'm Jeremy Fisher. This is The Awakening. Micro edition. I've had a lot of feedback about the last few episodes. Some people really enjoyed the story style episodes, so I think I'll start doing more of those. This show is called The Awakening because it opens our eyes to the changing world of work. This isn't a stock market show, but I've had some of you ask for more thoughts on the GameStop Robinhood mania. So this will be the last episode where I talk about it because we need to move on. And for those that ask for my personal opinion, well, be careful what you ask for. The GameStop Robinhood story leaves a few lasting impressions on me. The first is, I think a lot of people are under the impression that businesses exist to do us favors. They're misunderstanding what a business is and what its relationship to us is. Businesses exist to make money. Google doesn't give us Gmail for free because they're kind-hearted. They give us Gmail for free because when we sign up for their service, we agree to let them read our emails, collect our data, and make money on it. Facebook doesn't give Facebook away for free because they're noble. They do that so they can gather our data and our friends' data and make a profit on it. Robinhood doesn't make stock trading free so everyday investors can make money. They do it so they can have a popular app that earns an income for who? Robinhood. Let's examine the way Robinhood makes money. Bloomberg reported in 2018 that Robinhood makes nearly half of its revenue from high-frequency trading and payment for order flow. In other words, they make money by processing trades through middlemen instead of a public exchange. According to Robinhood, the middlemen that pay them to process these transactions are market makers like Citadel Securities. Now, we didn't get into this in the series, but Citadel Securities was founded by a billionaire named Ken Griffin. And during the short squeeze, Ken Griffin, along with partners, gave nearly $3 billion to Melvin Capital, one of the hedge funds that was shorting GameStop. So Robinhood makes half of its income from companies like Citadel, which is owned by someone who put billions of dollars into a company that needed GameStop stock to go down. 2 days later, Robinhood shuts down trading on GameStop, which makes the stock go down. Though Robinhood denies it, lots of people believe Robinhood shut down GameStop trading, so the market makers they make half their income from would be happy. All at the expense of the everyday trader they market their app to. It all comes back to money. If a business is faced with a choice of profit or people, it will choose profit. This is where people start to get confused. They think that businesses should put people first. They think businesses that don't do this are evil. It's the same level of resentment that comes when you hear businesses announce layoffs. How could they do that? Profit is a business's blood. If the profit dries up, the business will die and the jobs will go away anyway. That doesn't mean that a business can't operate with less profit and take care of their people. But generally speaking, when the profit is at risk, a business is going to choose profit. When these types of things happen, the media starts looking around for who's to blame. To be clear, I don't agree with Robinhood's decision. I think they made a short-term call that was a bad decision in order to please one leg of their business and piss off the rest. But the thing is, it's not my business. If we don't like how Robinhood treats its customers, we don't have to use their app. Gmail isn't the only email provider. Facebook isn't the only social media site. If we aren't okay with signing up for the way they do business, we shouldn't do business with them. You and I still retain control. Big business isn't evil, but it's also not our buddy. If we personify businesses and think of them as our best friends that will sacrifice themselves for our needs, we're setting ourselves up for failure. Frankly, the SEC targeting retail investors for doing what hedge funds have been doing for decades might be more concerning because the SEC is a regulating body, not a business. We can't put the SEC out of business by unsubscribing, which to me is a bigger problem. The second thing that stands out to me is get-rich-quick schemes work for a small percentage of people, but not the vast majority. The number of people who bought GameStop when it was over $300 per share far outweighs the number of people who sold it at $300. Lots of people have personally lost hundreds of thousands of dollars because they got caught up in the madness and couldn't resist the urge to take a risk. And remember what makes a good investor? Someone who manages risk. If you were tempted to buy GameStop and you didn't, you shouldn't kick yourself. I saw Reddit talk about this stock months before it actually shot up. Did I buy GameStop then? No. Why? Because the type of person that would plow their 401k into GameStop when it was $10 per share is also the type of person that would bet their house on a roulette wheel. And most people who do that end up broke. GameStop stock may very well undergo another short squeeze. It might shoot from where it is now to $1,000 or more. I'm sure it has the potential to do that. But here's the thing about potential. It isn't real. What is real? Data. The message I'd have for young investors is, if you want to know how to actually become a millionaire, ask the average millionaire. I'm not talking about the superstar rapper. I'm not talking about the movie star. I'm talking about the average millionaire. In 2018, 10,000 millionaires were surveyed in the largest study of millionaires ever done. The average millionaire takes 28 years to get there. 90% of them never inherited any money or hit the lottery. Most of them never even made more than $150,000 a year. 8 out of 10 of them achieved millionaire status by investing in the stock market long-term with their boring 401k. They kept their debt low, managed risk, and worked to get rich slow. To put it simply, the average millionaire becomes a millionaire by investing, not gambling. Stories like GameStop are always headline grabbing, and for good reason. It's a fascinating story. The future of the stock market may forever be changed. But when I see the media use these stories to look for someone to blame, to discuss how to regulate more rather than fixing the governing bodies that are already corrupt, and glamorizing the few individuals that made money rather than highlighting the many more that lost money, it's clear that you and I will never run out of topics to unpack on this show. That's it for today's micro episode. I don't do a lot of social media for this show, but I did start a LinkedIn page. Do a search for Jeremy from The Awakening and say hi. If opportunity doesn't come knocking, let's build a door.